Hi, this is Ryan. Thanks for checking out the blog. I really appreciate it, as always. This past week was a lot of fun for me. Got to get out on Cape Cod Bay, found a lot of nice fish. If you're heading out on Cape Cod Bay this weekend, I think you definitely have a chance at hooking up with something more than 30 pounds. But the problem is the fish are really spread out. So having an idea of where the fish were this past week will come in handy. And I'm more than happy to share some information with you. A good way of getting in touch with me. Things are getting a little busy right now, so emails are a little bit difficult. But if you go to our Facebook page, My Fishing Cape Cod on Facebook, drop me a line on that, put a wall post up. I'm more than happy to at least shed some light on where I found the fish and help you guys out. So anyways, Cape Cod Bay, the striped bass fishing is good. It's a lot better than it was last July, which is a relief because last July I got skunked quite a few times out there. I'm hoping that's not going to happen this year. So far it hasn't. The tube and worm has been working very well on Cape Cod Bay. Black and red are my go-to colors, 18 and 24 inch tubes. That's what I always go with. The 1/4 inch tubing, I think this is 1/4 inch, is what I always go with. Those big Goliath tubes, they work, but I mean, why bother? These little ones that you can make at home, they work unbelievably well. And if they're hitting a 36 inch long Goliath tube, we can always catch them on the small ones as well. But the reverse isn't always true. If the small ones are working, then sometimes those Goliath tubes, they're just not going to work. So I'd recommend 18 and 24 inch tubes if you head out on the bay. The fish, for the most part in the bay, have been holding a little bit deeper than I expected, 25 to 35 feet below the water surface. So you got to get down. And a way of doing that, and if you go and visit the extended report, I have a video about this in there, you need to get those tubes down to that level without ruining how the tubes swim. So in other words, these are weightless tubes, but we fish weightless tubes down at 30 feet. And this past week it worked very well. So that's a little bit lengthy, so I'll go over that tip in the extended report, or excuse me, the extended fishing forecast, which you can check out by clicking on the link below this video. Off the Outer Cape, I haven't been there personally, but the fishing is very good. A couple weeks ago, Monomoy, from what I was told, best fishing in years down there. I haven't personally been down there this year, so I'm probably not the best person to ask about the fishing down there, but a lot of guys have been doing very well. Vertical jigging, wireline jigging, casting topwaters on occasion. Same spots as always. You'll have a lot of company out there. Finding the fish should not be an issue. Just look for the fleet of boats. P-Town, there has been some fish over there. I plan on going over there this week if it allows. From what I've heard, it's been a little bit spotty. A few years back, it was absolutely jam-packed with fish there during July and August. The past few seasons have been a little bit slower, so I'm hoping that this year we'll fish better over there for me. I always like live eels, tube and worm as well. Vertical jigging works. I don't usually do it. I just usually stick to the live eels in the tube and worm along the drop-off. The technique over there that we usually use is to troll the tubes unweighted with 4 colors at around the 25-foot mark, 30 feet sometimes. And when we mark fish, say we, get 1 or 2 on the tube, while we're reeling them in, I just chuck as many eels out as possible. And if they're on the eels, you can, turn that one fish that you hooked up on the tube into multiple fish by casting those eels out. So I would recommend giving that a try if you head over there. Inside the bay, I do know that there's been a few tuna kicking around, but for the most part, it's been pretty slow, especially for the rod and reel guys. I'm yet to see a tuna break the surface in all the trips I've made, usually during July, sometimes a little bit later in August and September, for sure September. But this time of the year, when I'm striper fishing, occasionally I'll see one come straight clear out of the surface of the water. Hasn't happened this year, although I do know that some stickboat guys have done well in the bay. And you can see them cruising around. If you're gonna go out, you might as well get bluefish. There's tons of bluefish off Sandy Neck right now, and when I say tons, I mean absolute mayhem with bluefish. Not topwater fishing at all, but while you're fishing for stripers, expect to catch quite a few bluefish right now in the bay. They're mixed right in with them. We had a triple yesterday on the bay, and it was a keeper striper, a schoolie striper, and a bluefish. So it's a real mixed bag out there right now. You just got to cruise around until you find the fish. Even if you mark one little arch on your sonar, you know, put the tubes in the water, give it a shot. Other than that, Vineyard and Nantucket Sound, haven't heard much. I know that Vineyard and Nantucket Sound are very warm, potentially too warm for the main body of fish off the Cape. That's probably why they're up off Chatham. But usually this time of the year, the chunk bite off Squibnocket and Gay Head on the Vineyard is pretty good. But like I said, I can't really speak to that. So you may want to check out the onthewater.com fishing forecast for information on that area, because like I said, I haven't heard much and I haven't personally been there. But for more information on fishing off the Outer Cape, P-Town, Cape Cod Bay, and for more information on how to catch fish on tubes right now in Cape Cod Bay, definitely check out the fishing forecast, the extended fishing forecast, which you can access via the link below this video. So other than that, that's it. I'm going to go get the boat ready for this weekend and next week. And if I have the time, I'll definitely put up another report. So thanks a lot for checking out the blog, and good luck if you head out this weekend. Take care.